я немножко хочу вам рассказывать об том, зачем я ментор для России. Когда я была еще в школе, мне очень было интересно о России, я уже полюбила в России, мне очень понравилась ваша литература, ваша страна, культура, и поэтому я решила учить русский язык. Это тогда-то в Западной Германии было очень редко. Но все-таки я учила русский язык и была очень рада после учебы найти работу в предприятиях, которые занимаются русским рынком. Сегодня я работаю в обществе, которое называется «Общество по развитию бизнеса и трансферу технологий», которое находится в Германии. И я там работаю как член Enterprise Europe Network. И когда они искали ментора для России, конечно, я была очень рада сказать, я это с удовольствием сделала бы, и я еще более рада, что я могу сегодня быть здесь. Мы будем говорить, я вам посмотрим, как это работает. Я думаю, что уже сейчас я могу менять на английском языке, потому что это было тогда понятно для нас всех. Okay, so I think I will change to English language now, because so then it will be, it is our main language in the Enterprise Europe network. So what I'm going to tell you today, or what I'm looking forward to telling you today, is a little bit about the Enterprise Europe network in Germany, about the Enterprise Europe network in our region, in Schleswig-Holstein, to give you a short presentation about our organization, and then to switch over to some supporting instruments, useful instruments. You will maybe miss some of these instruments because there are so many, but so I decided to focus on 3 instruments or 3 fields we are working with. These are the sector groups, these are the brokerage events, and company missions. And last but not least, I would like to give you a short introduction about intercultural aspects, because I always feel that this is very, very important in our communication and in our work together. So the Enterprise Europe network in Germany is structured a little bit different from Russia. As you can see here, we have 13 consortiums in our 16 federal states. So, for example, here in the northern part, we are in consortium from 2 federal states, Schleswig-Holstein and Hamburg. And this is where I'm working. We have 4 partners in the Enterprise Europe Network Hamburg, Schleswig-Holstein. We are working individually in the Enterprise Europe Network Germany, but together in this consortium. So we have 2 companies in Kiel. This is the capital from our region, Schleswig-Holstein, and 2 companies in Hamburg. Some words about our organization. So WTSH stands for Business Development and Technology Transfer Corporation of Schleswig-Holstein. We belong to the land of Schleswig-Holstein for 51%, to 40% to the chambers of commerce and industry, and the last percents are for the institutions of higher education and the chambers of trade. So, as I told you that we belong to the land of Schleswig-Holstein, it is our target to help all companies located in Schleswig-Holstein, but also those companies that would like to come and maybe invest in Schleswig-Holstein. We have different instruments for that. We are doing a lot for innovation. We are doing a lot, we have some clusters in Schleswig-Holstein, so we are doing a lot for some focused industries. And we have the department where I belong to. It's the Foreign Trade Department. And we are focused also on some very important markets like Russia, for example. And there, in this Foreign Trade Department in our organization, you also find the Enterprise Europe network. So just for you to remember, where is Schleswig-Holstein? Because unfortunately, when I'm abroad, I always have to face that people know Hamburg, people know Denmark, but what they do not know is that there's a part between Denmark and and Hamburg that is called Schleswig-Holstein. This is our region. It's a quite small region. We have 2.8 million inhabitants. But I think it's a very interesting region with long tradition in trade. You surely all know about the Hanseatic League. So you know maybe Lübeck as a very famous Hanseatic town where there's coming the Lübecker Marzipan, something very sweet you really would like to eat. It's coming from Lübeck. So it has a long tradition in trade, our region, and it's located between the two seas, the Baltic Sea and the Northern Sea. So the main structures or the main branches of our economy, these are logistics, located between the two seas and between Denmark and between Hamburg. So we have very good connections to Scandinavia and to the Eastern European countries, for example. Then it's IT, telecommunication. It's environmental technologies. We have wind energy is very, very famous for our part of Germany. We have the medical technologies, food and drinks. Schleswig-Holstein used to be an agriculture-dominated country, and we still have a lot of companies working in the field food and drinks, and also machinery for food and drinks. And last but not least, the maritime economy. Again, located between two seas, maritime economy is very, very important for our region. So whenever you are planning to come to Germany, if you're looking for a partner for your clients, if you just need some information about one of these sectors, please do not hesitate to contact us. In the Enterprise Europe Network, we are all colleagues, and I think this is very, very important. So please do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. So now you have a small impression maybe about what we are doing in our Enterprise Europe Network and about Schleswig-Holstein. I'd like to switch now to the Enterprise Europe Network and our output, our outcome, our success in the Enterprise Europe Network. In the last 6 years, we did a lot of, we were very successful, and as far as I know, the Russian network has been very successful too. I know that Russia is part of the Enterprise Europe Network from the very beginning. So we have already a lot of experience in working with Russia through the Enterprise Europe Network, and you, I'm sure, have a lot of experience with working with Europe through the Enterprise Europe Network. Today we have, as you may all know, 3,000 local experts in 600 locations in more than 60 countries. And again, all these 3,000 local experts are my colleagues. So this is what I always tell my clients when they have a question. Say, okay, no problem. I have 3,000 colleagues worldwide. So why don't ask my colleagues? And as I really feel that you are my colleagues, I feel that I can ask you and you will give me an answer. You know all the broad range of services we have in the Enterprise Europe Network, so I'm not going to focus on this now, because also we do not have as much time. But just let us take a small look on the output we had in the last period. So it is quite impressive, I think, when you see that there are, for example, 1.7 million people participated in events. Unfortunately, I do not know how many clients from Russia have participated in the event. You know?
In this event?
No, in the last 6 years.
Oh, no, I don't.
No, okay. I think it has been many people, many clients, many companies participating in events, but our goal today is to work on it to make it more people coming to events, and especially more people coming to events in Germany, for example, but also in Switzerland or in Austria or in whatever. So, but to make it even more international. So let's return to my agenda for today, because now I'm going to talk about some of these instruments, useful instruments that we need to work successfully in the Enterprise Europe network. I'm focusing again on 3 points: sector groups, brokerage events, and company missions. I know that there are a lot more, but I know that there are some experts today talking about these instruments too. So I will just, let me just give you some words about these 3 points. I don't know, you are already in touch with the sector groups? Is there somebody working in a sector group here? No. Okay, that's a pity, but that's what I thought. You may know that in the Enterprise Europe network we have at the moment 17 key sectors in which we have established such so-called sector groups. Well, all these different sector groups you can see here. I personally have been working in the food and agro-food sector group for many years, and now I'm part of the environmental sector group. So in the sector groups, we meet up to 2 times a year in different regions from Europe, so it's always nice to meet, and we discuss topics. We discuss how we can help our clients, but always with a thematic topic. So in these sector groups you will find a lot of knowledge, for example, about food or about medicine. So whenever you have a question, I think you can really use the sector groups. You should get in contact with the sector groups. So again, I'm not sure if you are the regional partners of the Enterprise Europe network in Russia. Do you have access to the forums of the sector groups?
Yes.
No. Yes?
Yes.
But you in Moscow, you have.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
okay. So even as far as I know, you have no access to the Enterprise Europe intranet at the moment. Is that right? And there's no direct access for the regions to the intranet.
We have our national system.
Yeah.
Yes, first of all, it's national system. Second, it is a requirement of our contract with ESME.
Ah, okay.
So only us, the key partners,
Yeah.
have an access to the internet.
Okay,
to the full
okay,
extent.
okay. Nevertheless, I think it's good to know that there are these sector groups, and you can get in touch with them through Moscow, son. And just an idea, for example, in the environmental sector group, why don't, if you, for example, have a lot of companies working in the sector, or you have a big demand for environmental technology in your region, why don't ask the environmental sector group to organize a company mission to your region with colleagues and clients from all over Europe? I think this would be a great idea. I know we tried to do it, but it's this 8 years ago with the food sector group to come to Moscow, but it was difficult then, but maybe this time it could be a very good idea. And on the other hand, if you need any information about agriculture or medical industry in Europe, just get in touch with the sector groups. I think it might really help you. So the next topic, brokerage events. I know we have a small brokerage event here today also. These are some pictures from brokerage events in Germany. You can see the brokerage event on the CeBIT, but also on the both very important brokerage event for our region on the shipbuilding and maritime industry fair in Hamburg and the wind energy fair in Hamburg too. really don't know, so maybe you could tell me how big is the demand to know more about sector groups and how to organize sector groups. You are all, you know how to organize them, you are used to organize brokerage events. Is something you are doing or not? You are. So I think then it will be better to discuss it later a little bit more if they are questions and not to get in there too deep at the moment. You should find on the papers, you got some information about a checklist for your brokerage events. I think this is it's a checklist I found in our intranet, and I think it is really very, very useful. And if you take a look at these points, I think it really will help you to organize a very, very good and successful brokerage event. So I think then we should discuss this a little bit later, just to take a look at the time. Also, again, I'm as a mentor for Russia. Whenever there are questions about how to organize a brokerage event or so on, I'm open to help you. Because at the moment, unfortunately, I've not seen so many Russian clients participating in brokerage events in Germany. It's growing, but there could be much, much more. So please, maybe you could ask your clients to participate in our brokerage events. And again, we are willing to help you there to find the right partners. I just like to give you two examples. I'm not going to, I don't know if we have an internet connection here, so we're not going to try it now, but there will be two brokerage events in our region in Hamburg in September this year. As I already said, the Merry Match and the Wind Energy Match. These are both very important fairs, not only for us, but worldwide. I think the wind energy is the most important fair for wind energy in the whole world. So these two brokerage events will be in September, and I strongly invite you to participate or to inform your clients about these two events. And I'm really glad that the Enterprise Europe Network Russia has already signed in as co-organizer for both events. So I hope that Alex is coming with a lot of companies, and it would be very nice for us to establish more business there. I did not tell you as much about the demands we have for brokerage events now, but the same demands we have for brokerage events we have for company missions. You always have to keep in mind the time frame, the careful selection of the targeted region, the perfect presentation of the participants and their demands, and intercultural aspects. Time frame. Last year and this year, I organized and I'm organizing company missions from Estonia to our region, Schleswig-Holstein. I've been informed about this 8 months before. This is very, very helpful. It might seem to you a little bit early, but it is good to know 8 months or 6 months in advance if you are going to organize a company mission. Same for brokerage events. So then the careful selection of the targeted region. So I'm already working for several years now with Estonia, so they know a lot about our region. So they got a lot of information from my side, and they informed themselves about which kind of economy might be, or which branches might be interesting to coming to Schleswig-Holstein. And for example, once they decided they had something to, I don't know the English word, to put away the snow. So if there's so much snow, they had no new machine for putting away the snow.
You shovel it.
Yeah, no, but it's machine. It's not a shovel would have been okay, but a big car, something like a tractor for snow.
Okay.
I said, okay, we have no snow. Or if we have snow, a shovel, that will be enough. So we always inform each other about what we are planning. We exchange information, and for this you need time. I also had 2 delegations from Kaliningrad last year. I liked it very much, but it was a big challenge. I've been informed 3 weeks before, approximately. Well, they told me a little bit before. I don't know if here's somebody from Kaliningrad. No, but I've been informed, well, maybe a month before, and then to know which companies were coming, I knew only 2 weeks before they arrived in Kiel. So then it is nearly not possible for us to find partners. So again, time frame, this is, very important, yeah, but, and here you can see this is a site I used to prepare for companies coming to Schleswig-Holstein. These are some information we need to arrange successful meetings. Maybe it seems for you a little bit strange if I say it is very important that there is an internet site. But unfortunately, I very often met when companies were looking for partners in Germany that there were no internet presentations. And it would be nice if the internet presentation is in English too. But all this information, but I think you got the cheat too, this information we will need to prepare a company mission to Germany. Just keep it in mind. Maybe it's not that important for coming to other countries, but I think these are information you need everywhere. So this leads me to intercultural aspects, which will be my last point. In general, these are differences I always met when working with different cultures. It may be that they are not important for other European countries. What I'm talking about now, this is for relations to Germany. And everything I'm saying now is just, it might be that you, if you're going to make contacts with Germany, you might feel differently. There's a German saying that says, just let me think. Just a moment, I've written it. To give you some time. Okay, let's do it maybe a little bit later, because I do not remember it now. Okay, but yes, an example is it's not a rule. It's just an example, and it may be different. Oh, I find it afterwards. Okay, so let me start with a profile I found in the POD database some years ago. As you can see, it's a profile from Russia. And I really like this profile because it says so much about intercultural differences. So again, I'm not saying that this is a bad profile or that you will not find partners through this profile. I just would like to say that in Germany, you may read this profile totally different from how you read it in Russia. So this is a company producing an extraction of sand for the building sector. So I think maybe they may be interesting partners for me. But then I see that at the moment, they are open for various options of cooperation. So they would like now to invest, or they are interested in the organization of bakery production. Okay. possible, though this is an interesting company for me if I'm in the bakery sector? Surely not, because they do not have any experience in there. And even if this is not so important for me, they themselves, they do not believe that they will be successful in this sector, but because then they say in future the company considers the possibility of cheese production. And the company is also going to open design studio and an art gallery. So maybe for you, this company is a reliable partner because they are open, they are not fixed on something. For us, it would be a profile or a company we will not try to connect because we need reliability. Something a German entrepreneur will always check is the experiences you have, the people you have, the other companies you have been working with. Reliability is very, very important. And there's again a saying, now I know a saying, the first pancake is always a dude. This is a Russian saying, but it is not valid in Germany. Because in Germany, you even may not receive a second chance. The first impression that we got from our partner, this is the important one. This is the one that we will work with all the time. Again, please see it. It may be, you may meet other partners, and there are big differences in Germany too, but normally usually it is like this, that the first impression is the most important for our companies.